basically how do you meet the current needs without compromising the needs of the future generations. In other words, how do we enjoy the world today while at the same time we have the access for the future generations? And sustainability has multiple components. It has the economical side, the environmental side, the social aspect as well. And in that regard, for 30 years, we have been assessing the economic impact of travel and tourism. For 30 years, we have been measuring, and we know, that's why we know that 10% of the global GDP before the pandemic, and we're going to reach that number this year again. 330 million jobs before the pandemic. This year, we're hoping to break a record with 348 million. 1 out of 10 jobs depend on the sector. So the economic aspect is very clear. The social aspect also is quite interesting. 54% women, 30% youth. We know how travel and tourism helps to reduce poverty in nations. We know how travel and tourism provides opportunities, education, reduce, for instance, illegal migration because people don't have to move out of their cities because they have jobs in their cities and their countries. However, there was not a clear measurement on sustainability. And that's important. And thanks to the study that it was conducted when I started in WTTC that finally was released last year, and thanks to Saudi Arabia, His Excellency Ahmed Al-Khatib and the Ministry of Tourism sponsored that study, it was very important because for the first time ever, we were able to understand top to bottom what is the impact of travel and tourism. And that's how we know that 8% of the greenhouse emissions, 8.1, are due to travel and tourism. And now that we know that, then we can go industry by industry to understand what is the impact. And yes, from that 8%, 47% is due to transportation. And it could be aviation, it can be road, it can be cruising, all the different aspects.